the process of problem solving at Zorba. Does anyone need any more convincing or any more clarity about why problem solving is like a separate session in a data science workshop? Anyone has any doubts, any questions on that? Or why problem solving is like one of the most critical things, not just in data science, but any profession and in life in general? Any doubts, any questions, any queries? Shweta, Sanjeeva, Mansi? Come on, guys. Great. Now, guys, when we've established the importance of problem solving, I'm going to let you guys in on a trade secret at Zorba. This is like, and this is really our secret, right? Like this is not something that that a consulting company typically reveals like this, but I'm just sharing it right out in front of you guys here, that how we solve the problem at Zorba. So our way of solving problems at Zorba is basically using two popular frameworks in problem solving or in consulting in general. The first framework that we use is MECE, which is basically about creating the problem statement and breaking the problem down. When I say creating the problem statement, let me help you guys do a quick exercise to understand problem statement better. Can you guys quickly write in the chat window what problem is Uber solving for the customers, and try to express it in the best way you can in one liner. What is the problem that Uber is solving? Like if Uber would have made a pitch to its investor, what would be the problem statement in that investor pitch? What would have Uber said as being the problem that their business will solve? Come on, guys, you have 10 more seconds to write it. Quick. What is the problem that Uber is solving? Come on, guys. Quick. Parimal, I think that's that's not close to what problem they're solving. I think you've become very specific to on a certain thing. Come on, guys. No one has an answer to this. What problem is Uber solving? Come on, man. It's a common example that I've taken. Everyday brand, right? Must have all used it at some point. Come on. Yes, no, guys, come on. No one. You must all be knowing Uber, right? No, what is the problem that Uber is solving, guys? Come on. Uber is a cab provider for the first thing. What's the problem that Uber is solving for the customers? Guys, come on. So, like, I would really, looking at what you guys have responded, I want to tell you guys one thing, that when you are in consulting, or when, if you want to like move to the top of the corporate ladder, right? You need to understand one thing: the way you write matters a lot, and the way you think, the way you structure your thought is one of the most important things for a consultant. Like, that's one thing which a consultant should have better than everyone else. Just check out the response that I have written here for you guys. Do you think that this covers the ground in a much better way compared to how you guys have been putting it up? And I will cover some more thing about it in the communication workshop on day 4. But your writing skills really matter, guys. And your writing skill is basically comprised of two things: your framing of like your English technical stuff on grammatical aspects, and second really important aspect is how structured is your thought, covering the ground, right? Like, do you think that the way I have responded and the way you guys were responding, right? Whenever you talk to someone at a senior leadership level, it's going to be very critical, right? Every single thing that you write, because they actually consider that whatever you've written, you exactly mean that. Just keep this thing in mind. It's just a tip. But why I brought Uber was, my point was that every business, right? So the same way Swiggy is solving a problem for you, Netflix is solving a problem for you, everyone is solving a problem for you. That the same way we are also going to be solving a problem. And the process of problem solving at Zorba is comprising of two major frameworks in consulting. And those two frameworks are MISI and CRISP DM. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about MISI framework. Does anyone know what MISI is? All right, don't worry about that. But do you guys understand the steps that I've put up here? That to solve any problem for any business, any data science project, in fact, what you will have to do, the first thing was framing the problem statement. And why I got that Uber example just before that is, you need to understand how a problem statement is framed. No, framework is basically a standardized process, Tarun. So basically, it's like every time, all these tips that I'm giving you, for example, right? Eventually, what will happen? That in spite of all of these tips, every time that you think about a certain problem, it may be possible that you may start going haphazard about it. And also, if I have 20 people, or if you are there, your teammate is there, your client is there, how will you explain the same process again and again to everyone? How do you standardize it? That, okay, when I say this, by this I mean that you do it like this. So framework is basically a way to represent ideas so that everyone knows that this means this in a standardized way. It's a process, and the steps of that process are defined, and that entire process is called a framework. Now, I hope you all understood that why framing the problem statement is important, because unless you know the problem properly, there's no hope. There's like zero chance that you're going to be coming up with a solution. And if you don't come up with a solution, then I told you, right? What would the client say to you? So you have to make sure that you really get the problem statement right. Then you break the problem using an approach called issue tree. Then you do the solutioning of the problem. Basically, you bring that intuition component out using hypothesis tree. Now, let me get into that one by one. The first thing that I would want you to do before getting into that MECE framework is to understand that in general, a data science project looks like this. This is basically nothing but a deeper representation of what we saw in the first slide, but it is customized for data science problems. That a trigger, what was the trigger? What is a trigger usually? Come on, let me see how much are you guys understanding. What is a trigger for a project in data science? The trigger is a business need, right? We saw it on that first slide. Trigger is a business need. Now that triggers the thing, then you define the problem, right? Then you go and gather the data, right? Then you perform the analysis, get the results, and create the insights. This produced part is the core work of a data scientist. Perform analysis, get results, and generate insights. Then another important thing is that you also need to distribute those insights, right? As you know, the present component, like there was this, in that triangle, there was a component of presenting, right? So you evangelize the insights so that everyone buys in and then decide action on top of it. And then those are consumed in the form of taking some action, measuring success, or whatever is required. This is how a typical data science project cycle would work.